All right, here's a typical breaker panel that you might see in most homes. This breaker panel has a traditional breaker, which just has a hot wire going to one side. As you see here, and I'm going to be extremely careful, I really don't want to, light myself up. The hot wire, which is black, goes to the breaker itself. That is because the bars coming down are actually hot. There's a 120 on each side, making it 240. So you got a 120 breaker, you got two poles, which is 240 breakers, and you got to be extremely careful when you wire these. The 240 breakers has a red and a black, both hot. Both 120 equals 240. So with this hot going down the center, all you got to do is connect your hot wire from whatever outlet or whatever source you have to the breaker itself. Then on the right, you got the white, which is the neutral, that comes from the same source. And then on the left, you got the ground, that comes from the same source. So you got a black, a white, and a copper wire coming from an outlet, for example. They all go in the panel as I just showed you. However, you might actually see an arc fault breaker as such. Not a huge fan of them, but they do save homes and they save lives. So what you do is you ground the neutral to the neutral bar on the right, just like you would when you put a neutral on the right side, right? But you're doing the breaker on the right side instead. Then you add the neutral from the source and the hot from the source to the breaker right here. If it senses any spike, it'll trip this breaker and you can reset it. Sometimes they don't trip and they can burn down homes if you don't have these. So that is why they invented this. They're very expensive. Some people don't like them, but that's the difference between traditional and arc fault.